Okay, in this lecture, we're going to use group policy to set the desktop backgrounds of our users. So, say we have, a company wallpaper or something. We want all of our computers to display that wallpaper. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get the desktop background onto our server. And our server doesn't have internet access because if you remember earlier, we changed the networking adapter from NAT to internal network. So what we need to do is we need to go to the domain controller, and then I'm going to pop it out of full screen mode. And I'm going to select devices, and I'm going to select insert guest addition CD image. Now this is going to allow us to install the tools that we need so we can create a share on this server and copy the files over. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop this open, say yes. And a lot of times when you're working with virtual machines like VMware, they have their own set of tools. They call them VM tools. Oracle's calling theirs guest additions. But it's all the same thing. A lot of times when you install VM, there'll be additional software that you want to install so that you can work with it more efficiently. So we're going to say install. All right, and we'll click reboot now. Okay, so let's go ahead and right control F, and we'll say devices, shared folders, and shared folder settings. All right, now we're going to click New Share, Adds New Share Folder right here, this little button with the plus. And this is on your host machine. So I'm going to navigate to the D drive, and I'm going to go down here and select my virtual Udemy where I'm storing the hard disks. Okay, I'm going to select Auto Mount, hit OK, and I will select OK again. Now let's go back into full screen mode, and let's log into eBarbosa. Okay. Wait for this. Alright, so we'll open Windows Explorer. Okay, so now we can see that we have this F drive. So let's go ahead and click over to there. And there we can see we have the desktop wallpaper. So we're going to copy that. And we're going to go to the data drive, group policy, files, and we're going to paste it right there. So we can just pop it open and take a look at it. It says William, real unique. Okay, so select tools and group policy management. All right, now we're going to edit our existing domain, wudemy domain policy. Right click and select edit. We're going to click policies, administrative templates. Drag this open a little bit. Go ahead and make it full screen. And we're going to select desktop and then desktop. Okay, so we're going to go to desktop wallpaper, select edit, and we're going to say enabled. Now, we need to open Windows Explorer and we need to go to WDC 111 group policy. Files, and we want to copy this path. And we'll do backslash, and we need to do the name of the wallpaper. Now, I went ahead and I selected view and click file extensions because you might see it like that, but you want to check this box so you see file name extensions. And we'll right click on this whole file and copy it, that way there's no errors. Then we'll paste it into here. So I'm using Control C and Control V to copy and paste. And we'll select apply. Okay, so now we have WDC 111 and we have desktop background.jpg. So let's go ahead and paste that into here and see what happens. And it opens the wallpaper. So we know that path is valid. All right, so we'll select OK. Now we'll close this. All right, and now we will run, we're going to go ahead and pop out of here. And we're going to go to our Windows 10 workstation. Bring it over here. Make it full screen. And we're going to go ahead and log into eBarbosa. Okay, so there's our wallpaper. Now, sometimes this doesn't pop up on the first try. Sometimes you have to run a GP update. So you'll have to go in and you have to type GP update /force. Either way, it will be applied over time, but if you're trying to get results, right now, then you can go in and you can force the policy to update. Also, sometimes I've seen it where you have to reboot the workstation before the wallpaper will come up. But that's pretty much it. So that's how you display a wallpaper. That's how you set a wallpaper for all your domain users. and I will see you in the next lecture.